we had almost an obligation from a city standpoint to recognize the history of that ball field here and what it meant to the community. And I've seen some new pictures of it. I told Sue the other day when she sent me one, before I saw those pictures, the way people talked about it, I thought it was like Yankee Stadium or something. But I've seen some pictures of what it looked like. But coming from a small town myself, I understand it. You know, that stuff doesn't matter. It's the memories. It's the history that was really important to the community. And so we set off on an effort to try to assemble some information and some memorabilia and something that would express the experiences that people had here for all those years playing on this field, and ask for folks to share with us. And of course, as usual, Southside Market stepped up immediately. The Elgin Historic Association also got involved. These two uniforms here are really interesting. They're from this very unique and important aspects of a team that played here on this field, and we're very appreciative of that support. The other main addition is this jersey back here from an Elgin team that was actually worn by our own Ronnie Arbuckle is here today to share with us. So I don't know if that jersey would fit him today, but it sure fit well then, and we're sure proud to have him here and talk about it.
For y'all that don't remember me or don't know me, I am Ronnie Arbuckle. I lived in Elgin all my life. Born in Bastrop, Texas. And this is a jersey I wore when I played baseball for the Elgin Athletics. This ballpark meant a lot to me and my family. My father was the original stockholder, and I was here for the initial game in 1950 when I kept score. J.P. Strader and I were bat boys, and I handled the scorebook on the bench, and J.P. handled the bats. When I was old enough, I played as a member of the Elgin American Legion team, as a member of the Elgin Wildcat team, and later on as a member of the Elgin Athletic team. For 3 years, I coached my son's teams here in the Elgin Babe Ruth League. The Elgin High School used this field as their home baseball field. And in 2004, when the new James Fisher Field was opened, here I've got a handout.
As soon as we started talking about this, it was Mr. Arbuckle that first came to see me. He came right to my office and gave me that jersey and entrusted me with it that we would eventually end up here today. I know at times we thought we weren't going to get here, but we are. Great text here that I encourage you to read. It gives you some real background on the story. We've also had some kind of late additions that we didn't get a chance to mount yet, but there are pictures of, one of them is our own Doug Prince, who was a baseball star here in Elgin. Many of you remember making an important play in a game.
We were asked, and we were humbled to be able to include Doug. The picture that my mother and my sister went after, I said, it needs to be about the field. So I sent the picture to Tom, and I said, we made sure to get the tin fence in there. That's when he said, well, if you listen to people talk, it was like a stadium. I said, oh no, and the bathrooms were one step up from an outhouse. But we loved it dearly. I umpired there, my brother played there, and many, many, many people from Elgin all through the years. And I'm humbled that Doug is in here, but there's a lot of people that have really, really good memories about this field, and I'm glad that we took the time to make sure that everybody's aware that, you know, it's a part of our history.
Thanks. And when he was a junior in high school, I was looking at that picture and realized, man, he had some cool sideburns then when he was a junior. Hell, I didn't start shaving until I got to college, and I was thinking, man, he must have been a cool cat to have sideburns like that when he was a junior in high school. So it's a great picture. And then the bases we have mounted on the wall are actually the last bases that were on the field that fortunately folks on the city staff were smart enough to throw in the closet so we could have this.
Say the Southside is proud to be a humble community supporter and sponsor, and we're just doing today what it looks like we've been doing for a long time, long before me. So if we do it right, we'll be here for a while, so.
But I really do appreciate, there's no surprise that over the course of the last, at least all of my life, that whenever things like this happen, you know, it's the same people that always step up and help pay tribute to it. And of course that Southside Market, and then Sidney and Ronnie, y'all had, I don't know that there's a piece of history anywhere that y'all haven't contributed something to in the last 50 years at least. And then of course the Prince family, you can't go anywhere without running into one of them.
Today, so it's an exciting start for our display and our event down here. We want it to be much bigger than this, and so we're hoping that today's announcement and our show here today is just about helping us start to gather even more historical artifacts and memorabilia that's related to this this field, and we'd like this whole area to be one big display and recognition of those times in our community. So I encourage you to take a look at this stuff. We get a little closer when we finish up here in a minute, but
Thank you all for coming.